Hi, Dr. Kleins. One of the key thing you can think is a mental shift when it comes to earning and predicting your yearly practice, how much your practice is making money, is to change your mental psychology, is including your salaries uh, inside your practice thing. For example, most of my doctor clients, when I ask them how much they make yearly, they say my practice is yearly 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs per year, 22 lakhs per year, or 30 lakhs per year, 35 lakh per year, 18 lakh per year. Fine. This 18 lakh is the revenues. This 18 lakh or 20 lakh, 25 lakh is a revenue. In this revenue, you have to pay for the rent, you have to pay for the utilities, you have an assistant whom you give the salary. So our psychology mental shift, the easiest and the speediest way you can actually change your mindset is you need to have a fixed salary component for your own self in your clinical operations. For example, if you have an assistant, you know that you pay 15,000 rupees per month to your assistant, right? Or 12,000 rupees per month to your assistant. Fine, that you include in your mental calculation. What about paying yourself first? So the idea is, if you are working with a hospital on a fixed paycheck, on a fixed pay salary, the hospital gives you a salary paycheck of 1 lakh per month, or 1.5 lakh per month, or 1.25 lakh per month. So similarly, in your own clinic setup, when you have taken such big risk as an entrepreneur, you need to include that yearly 15 lakh or 12 lakh per year is your own salary, that the clinic operations should give you salary to your own self. 12,000 or 15,000 per month, or 15,000 per month comes 1.8 lakh yearly to your assistant. So so when you are making a clinic projection, it's not like 25 lakh in terms of revenue. You do not make 25 lakh as a net earning. So you need to put in a mental thing, which is a mental shift, that yearly 12 lakh per year or 15 lakh per year is your own salary as a doctor, as an entrepreneur. You from the operations of the clinic, whatever the revenues of the clinic is, your salary, which will be going in your take home salary, or your hand in your salaried account, should be say 15 lakh per year, even though the clinic as a clinic will be making a revenue of 25 lakh per year. We go with the base figure of 25 lakh. Dr. Klein says 25 lakh per year I make from the clinic operations. Fine, but this 25 lakh is basically a revenue which includes all the rent, utility bills, the salaries to their assistant staff, and other things. So here the psychology mental shift that doctors need to have is, first, paying themselves first. So they include that out of this 25 lakh of the yearly revenues, 15 lakh per year or 12 lakh per year will be their own salary, which in the clinic operations, clinic practice, they will take yearly 15 lakh salary. Fine. Then the assistant will be taking a salary of around yearly 1.8 lakh, which is 15,000 per month, and the utilities bill. So now now you will diversify this 25 lakh revenue of the clinic of 25 lakh into paying yourself first. That 15 lakh will be my own salary. I need 15 lakh as my own salary per year, even though the revenues of the clinic is 25 lakhs. And this is a psychology shift that you need to actually incorporate in the clinic setup, so that you are paying yourself first, and now you will not be thinking about that I make 25 lakh rupees from my clinic practice. No, you make a salary of 12 to 15 lakh. The revenues of the clinic is 25 lakh per year, and this way you are more clear about paying yourself first. Similarly, if you try to because if you try to incorporate a hospital, or you want to increase a multi-specialty and make it an LLP and have 3, 4, 5 doctor partners who are partners in your clinic, making it a multi-specialty clinic, and they are all partners. In that case, in order to keep, and the multi-specialty clinic overall getting a revenue of 70 lakh, 80 lakh, then there will be internal clashes in terms of how much is the net earnings and how will we distribute the net earning. To avoid all such clashes, the right approach is, even for a solopreneur clinic, so you might be making a revenue of 25 lakh, you pay yourself a fixed salary. So yearly 15 lakh is my own salary, which will be my share, like I pay to the assistant receptionist. Similarly, yearly 15 lakh will be my salary. 1.8 to 2 lakhs will be one assistant salary, which is 15,000 per month. So 1.8 lakh will be assistant salary. Then there will be rents and other things. And now Even the clinic, if the clinic operation is making whether 25 lakh or 30 lakh or whatever extra you are making, net, that is your bonus, that's your extra profit. So that is how is the mental change that you need to incorporate. This idea was borrowed from the farmers. Yesterday, I was watching some YouTube channel, and there was the question, the debate was why the Indian farmers are so poor. And the answer that was given was from one of the farmer kid who got educated, and he said, the reason why Indian farmers became so poor when they are working so hard is because the Indian farmers do not include the labor cost. So if the farmer is working 13, 14 hours in his farming, doing all the farming related, soiling and, sowing the seeds and everything, they do not, and the same 12 or 14 hours, if they are doing a labor work, as a one full day labor, they get a minimum labor Indian labor wage of 400 rupees or 600 rupees per day, daily wage sort of thing for a labor work in any construction company or anything related, per day daily wage sort of thing. So farmers doesn't include that kind of daily wage when they actually do the farming for their own farms, and that is the reason why they are so poor. So same thing doctors are doing. They are also working like 13, 14 hours on their clinic. The only thing they are thinking is in terms of revenue clinic. Farmers also think that way. I'm working like so much on my farm, 14 hours every day. There will be expecting that there will be a good season and the crops will yield, and whenever the crops they are going to sell the crops, they will have a huge revenue coming in. But the reason, and in spite of the if it's a bumper good season and the crops are selling, then also the farmers are not making the good money that they expect, because they do not include the labor cost, everyday labor that they are putting in their farms. Same thing the doctors are psychologically doing. They are slogging like 14 hours, 13 hours on their clinic, and they are not including their own salary in their mental psychological calculation when it comes to predicting their clinical operation. What they are including, my clinic practice makes 25 lakhs per year. Yes, but that's a revenue, that's not the net profit. How much you personally make, right? So the right way of doing it is psychologically having that I take a fixed paycheck yearly of 15 lakh. 15 lakh is my own salary, because I'm also paying the assistant salary. So I have two assistants. Each of them are 15,000 per month. So yearly I'm paying them 1.8 lakh to both the assistants. Plus my own salary is 15 lakh yearly. Plus there are other clinical overheads, and the overall revenues of the clinic is 25 lakh. If that's a good year, then you are making an overall revenue of 30 lakhs, 35 lakhs. That is the bonus above that 15 lakh salary that you have earned, and after minusing, deducting all the expenses, you make a net profit, which is a huger, better profit. That's your bonus, that's your performance bonus. This is how if you are working in a hospital thing, or you are working in a sales thing, this is how you would be getting a big bonus if you are getting a good results, if the company is getting a results. The point here is, psychologically, you are doing all the labor work, and you're thinking your gross revenues, yearly revenues, as a part in a small clinic setup as your practice thing. And we have to change this psychological thing into an yearly. You have a fixed salary, so you are putting in every month, 1 lakh every month. You deduct a fixed paycheck for yourself, and like you pay to your assistant and receptionist, and the yearly revenues is 25 lakhs. You make your salary in this clinic is 15 lakhs. Your assistant salary is 15,000 per month, or 1.8 lakh yearly. Your yearly salary is 15 lakh from this clinical operations, and the clinic overheads overall revenue is 25 lakhs yearly as on now. And if the clinic is making much more money, if it's a good season, good year, so maybe the clinic will be making 27 lakh or 28 lakh or 30 lakh, 3-4 lakhs extra. That 3-4 lakhs extra is your bonus, is your more profit for that extra hard work that you have put in. But under any condition, you cannot deduct. You need to take your psychologically, you need to deduct your salary in terms of both in your mental psychology, and also in terms of income tax deductions when your chartered accountants are going to file the taxes. If you start following this thumb rule, this will also help you to save a lot of taxes internal, that a chartered accountant, your auditors and accountants will help you with that. They are experts on this. But main thing is, psychologically, I found that entrepreneurs and the doctors are working hard like farmers for 14 hours every day, in their farm, and they are not including the labor cost. Like farmers are not including the labor cost, how much, if they are working the same 12, 13, 14 hours on a construction site, they get a fixed, per day daily wage. So something like that, the doctors do not include that. So this is psychology change that we need to do. And the doctors include is the annual revenues in the psychology, not the net salary that they have. So once you start doing this things this way, it becomes it's a total different kind of mental psychological change you will planning on your, in terms of sales and projections, and in terms of other planning when it comes to your yearly how much money you make. And this will directly affect you. First, it will mentally relax you. Secondly, from the tax benefits, it will be very clear. Third, if you want to scale it into 3-4 clinics and 4-5 clinics, or you want to increase it into a small hospital or multi-specialty clinic with 3-4-5 other doctors as a partner, and make it an LLP, limited liability partnership firm, medical practice firm, a multi-specialty clinic, then also this kind of setup will work, and it will be very easy for you to manage internal things. And this is a mental psychological thinking change that we as an entrepreneur, every entrepreneur need to do it, following the rich dad concept of paying yourself first. So here the paying yourself first is you include mental psychology of the salary component in the yearly gross revenues. So this way, it will keep in your mental calculation, all your figures will be very at the back end, at the back of the mind will be very clear in yourself, and the planning calculations will be more on a very different note.